So the next level is soul level 5, based on the throat chakra and reason. This is about 10% of the world. This is where the intellect really begins to arise. And at this level, you can really depend on them to do the rational thing and give sage advice when needed. This is where the great books of the Western world really begin to make sense. And they're a guide for behavior in shaping civilization. The great leaders and professors tend to be at this level, like the majority of what people would consider the good American presidents were at this level, because you can be dependent on to be an adult and do the rational, well thought out thing. Emotion kind of takes a back seat at this level. An interesting place we are in human conscious right now is that from the Renaissance until COVID, this was really the leading edge of the world. The great universities, the masses look to this group to be their signpost for truth. That's kind of breaking down a little bit right now, because it's kind of making room for the next level, which will be an improvement. But right now we're kind of in a in-betweeny state. I'll discuss the next level in the next video. So a subtle mistake I made in my first book was I made it a little too bookwormy. So rational and intellect, I assume that they're all reading books and they all got these high degrees. That's not necessarily the case. So like Jordan Peterson, he is a professor. He can be depended upon. He kind of goes against the grain a little bit, which is important when there's some intellectual fads that aren't really great. And I also named 2 athletes here, Matthew Slater and Al Horford. Matthew Slater was the special teams captain of the Patriots during a large part of their run. And he was a major part of that team because he could depend on to be a rational leader and keep the locker room in place. And Al Horford, when the Celtics won their recent championship, he could be depended on to the rational thing. Neither player was flashy, but they were dependable adults in the room. So this is a very important level to the world. And if you have an understanding of the great books of the Western world and are at this level, you're going to be an asset no matter where you're at. So God bless.